Hello, everybody, and welcome to Kyrus Has Friends, the show where I sit down with the people that matter to me the most, and those people are my friends. Before we get started with all of my nonsense, if you're interested in seeing more of me and my beautiful mug, you can visit me on my favorite social media platforms. You can visit me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The Vibe with Kai. You can also follow me on Snapchat and on TikTok, my favorite platform, at Kyrus Keenan. And you can always visit my website, thevibewithkai.com, where I'm always posting blogs and videos and things that will help you do good, feel good, be good, and live a good life full of good vibes. But enough about me. Enough about me and my good vibes. Enough about me and my positivity and all that stuff.
Nonsense.
That nonsense. I'm sitting here with somebody who when I met her in person, well, not in person, but like face to face, like via FaceTime, I lost my words because I was just not mentally prepared, and we'll talk about that. But somebody that has become a TikTok superstar, I'm just gonna say it, a TikTok superstar. I think you're at like 530,000 followers. You are halfway to 1 million followers. Like 1 million, that's a lot of people. 1 million followers. I'm sitting here and I'm gonna say it wrong because I took French my entire life. So you're gonna have to correct me when I say your name.
Okay. I can't wait
to
ready? Hear what you have.
Oh man. All right, the pressure is on. All right. I'm sitting here with full name Estefania Saavedra.
Well, I could say the last name was perfect.
The last name was perfect.
Perfect. So, and I know a lot of Estefanias that go with Estefania, but my name is Estefania. Like, how do you pronounce it? Yeah, it's kind of like Stephanie with the at the end.
I was so close. Well, that's all we have time for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for Estefania. Estefania. I knew that. I know everything. I was just testing you.
Do.
I was just testing you.
I know. It was all a test. I knew it.
Hi. Hello. It's nice to sit with you. How are you doing? You are hanging out down in Houston, Texas.
Yes.
The home of Queen Bee, Beyonce.
Queen Bey.
You and her are friends, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, she reached out to me a couple of days ago. We're gonna go have tacos. You know, she's gonna bring. We're gonna meet Jay-Z over there, and so.
Yeah. That's
she says hi. Yeah.
Yeah. Please tell her. Please tell her that I love her, and I hope that she can see my halo.
Yeah. Yeah.
I put her stuff in a box to the left. To the left.
To the left, all the way.
Yeah, all the way in the box to the left. How are you doing? It has been pandemic 2020, and it has changed a lot of our lives and all of that. How are you handling the pandemic? How are you doing?
I'm doing well. You know, as far as I mean, the whole pandemic thing going on, but yeah, I mean, just taking it one day at a time. Some days are harder than others, but I, relatively always try to keep, a positive mind and just like, okay, well, we got to push through. I mean, what else can we do, until things get a lot better and we could be out in society.
I agree. And one of the things that I always have enjoyed about you is the fact that you have been a source of light for so many people. With the videos that you make, the content that you make, you go out of your way to uplift others, by making people laugh or being just genuinely just vulnerable and honest and all of that, and finding ways to just help other people. Did that, like, I'm going to assume that you've always been like that, but how has TikTok and Instagram changed your life or changed your perspective on things like this?
Well, it gave me a platform where I could actually, I've always, when the pandemic started, I was like, okay, well, you know what? I've always wanted to help people in a certain way, you know, like not necessarily with just giving money, because I mean, I don't got a lot of money, but like at least if someone, you know, get someone's coffee like in Starbucks, or you know, just like little things like that, or like, hey, don't worry about this, I got you some groceries, or here's, you know, so little. So once I made it to like TikTok and Instagram, and I started having a lot more followers, I was like, well, I'm going to use this platform not only just to, you know, make the videos, but actually impact other people's lives in a way where I can give back. That's why I do like the Venmo challenge.
Yeah.
And I also show like, as much as a lot of people are like, I love you, you know, you're so inspirational and all this, but I'm like, hey, I'm just like you too. Like I've had those bad days, so I want to show that to them as well.
Right.
That they're not alone. You know, I mean, we're all human, and we all have the feels. You know, we feel everything. So
we have feelings and emotions.
I mean, yes. So that, you know, that really opened up to be like, okay, well, I really need to be myself, like,
right,
and show everybody like the good, the bad, the ugly, you know.
Right. So talk about your followers, your squad, because like you have built up this huge global following. At what point did you sit there and you're like, oh, this is happening? Oh boy, this is happening. Was there a point that you were like, oh man, this is actually happening right now?
I was really overwhelmed at one point. So I had a couple of videos kind of go viral, like in the beginning. I was like super excited with like 2,000 followers. I was like, oh man, you know, like I'm kind of, you know, I'm legit.
I remember when I hit like 100 followers one time, and I was like, am I famous now? I think I'm pretty famous. I think that's it. I think I made it, guys.
Like, I'm done. I mean, that's it. I quit. Like, this is what I'm doing full time.
That college degree came in handy. Look at me now, Mom. Look at me now.
I made it. Okay. Yeah, so it's like, you know, so once you hit that, and then I had one, like one of my videos that really went viral, and then Charlie Puth duetted it, and then after that my phone was nonstop ringing with like, you know, people following me and messages and stuff like that. And then I was like in this like mind like space where I was just like, what the heck? I was like, this is not happening, this is not real, I don't know. So then I turned to my husband and I looked at him and I just started crying, and he's like, did I do something? What's going on? He's like, are you okay? I was like, I don't know what's happening. Like, why me? Like, why me?
Right.
And he's like, well, you know what? I mean, you just got to accept it and go with it. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. Keep going. You know, if it's something that you want to continue and you love, keep doing it. And I was like, well, that's true. You know, I just got to keep doing what I was doing before. So it was a great feeling after.
And that's so exciting. That's so like scary / exciting, like at the same time. As a result, like you said, you've gotten a lot of followers and just people that enjoy your work, understandably so, myself included. And I would imagine that you get to talk to these people a lot. You get to hear from them in some fashion, whether it's via TikTok or Instagram, or them emailing you or messaging you or whatever. What is it like to hear their stories and to hear where they're coming from and why they follow you and enjoy your work? What is it like to hear those stories?
It makes everything that I do, like, it just pushes me. You know, like it wants me to, okay, you got to continue this because you're really doing something. You know, you're just not, it's so easy to go back to the mindset of like, you know, I'm going to do 9 to 5, like work and do everything that I have to do. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, you know, that's also, but I'm like, no, like I know that this is something that I love to do, and I like to help people.
Yeah.
And it makes everything just so worth it. Like I want to be there for them, you know. And sometimes with like the, you know, looking at the analytics and the followings and all that, sometimes it can get a little overwhelmed, but I'm like, okay, I need to kind of push that to the side and then see what really is important.
Yeah.
So it's when I get those messages and their stories and they're saying, you know, all those things that they tell me, you know, and it just, they just make my day. I love it.
Yeah, that's the best part, you know, to be honest, because like there are some days, and I'm pretty sure you can attest to this as well. There are some days when I'm sitting here and I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I making this dumb video right now? Right? Why am I taking the time to do this? And then, you know, you post it and then you kind of like forget about it for a second, and then you get like a message or something later being like, hey, that made me laugh and that made my day a little better. And then you're like, that's why I do it. That's why I do it.
It's true. It has meaning. It definitely has meaning. Sometimes you think you're like, my Nacho Libre videos, I'm like, oh my gosh. You know, I'm like, let me close all the blinds before somebody thinks that I'm really crazy, you know?
Are you at a point that have you ever gotten recognized outside of TikTok yet?
I have a couple of times, and it's pretty cool too, you know. They're like, oh my God, I love your videos. But yeah, it's amazing, you know, to have that, like my little fans, like I call them my friends because they are like, you know, a lot of people, but you know, I love them all.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because I was actually just having a similar conversation with another TikTok friend of mine, and I was saying that I don't even like using the word followers because it makes it sound like a cult, right? It makes it sound like I'm leading like this cult and like my followers come follow me. Like that's not what it's about, because I view all these people just like you said as my friends. So like I'm just gonna call you all my vibers, because you're not like, you don't follow me.
Awesome.
Like I know that's the official term is follow, but like I'm not gonna lead you nowhere. I'm just gonna
exactly.
I'm just here to make you smile. Like that's it. You know.
That's right. I'm gonna walk with you.
Yeah,
in front of you. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we're on this together.
Right. I don't view myself, and that's what's funny, because like that's what social media perception can do sometimes, is that because we do have this, like, I guess, quote unquote status, you know, that people think that we're like up here. And like, I don't view myself like that. Like you said earlier, like I'm just a normal guy. I just happen to have like a couple of videos that took off, and now people just hit the little plus sign, and that's it. You know, but I am like nothing. Like when I turn my phone off and my computer, I watch TV. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything.
that's I mean, I feel you 100% on that, man, because it's true. I'm just you, you know. I'm you, me, everybody, we're all the same. And
what is it like for you, just in like when you're not filming a TikTok or, you know, doing anything, you know, related to social media? What is like just a normal day? Like what do you do? What makes you happy?
Just I'm a homebody. I used to not be. I used to love always being out, and I think it's because, you know, I grew up in a Hispanic household, and they were very strict, so they would never let me go out. So I always wanted to be out. You know, I'd be like, I want to be out with my friends. But now that I'm older, like you know, deep down inside, I've always been like a homebody. I like to stay, you know, home. I love to watch movies. I travel back and forth a lot from my house to my parents' house, because you know, sometimes I stay here and I sleep over and I chill with them. We watch, like last night we watched a couple of Disney movies, and I love doing that because my husband works at night. So, you know, sometimes I'm like, I don't want to be home alone, so I'll just, you know, I'll come over and hang out. So I you know, I travel back and forth, but then, you know, I also like to spend time like with my husband, even if it's just, you know, at home or
How has he taken all of this? What are his thoughts?
My husband, he's a very chill dude. Like he's like, oh, you know, like I know deep deep within him, he's very, very proud of me. I know but he's such a caring person, and I know that. But he's not a person to express it. Like, he's not a type of person who likes to, very, very few times I've seen him like really be emotional and stuff like that. But he's like, you got to do what you love, and I'm going to support you in any way. So I mean, he finds it like really cool, those times where like I'm like, hey, can you help me with a TikTok video, or like he'll be like, what do I got to do? And, but no, he's a big supporter of mine.
Good. See, I think it's important to have that, like, because what's funny now, as you said that, all I can do is think of him like sitting on the couch as you're filming like one of your like tiny hand like videos, and him just looking over and being like,
he's like, he'll just literally just just kind of turn around. So sometimes I need to be literally alone. Like, I don't know if this happens to you, like when you do a video. Well, I mean, I love your dance videos, and I know that you're getting your roommate to like do the dances with you.
I'm trying so hard.
Absolutely hilarious. I love them. But I don't know if this happens to you. Like, I can't do a video when someone is around. So like, say if I'm doing a video at like my parents' house and they come on, I'm like,
yes.
I'm just gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna put pause because I just can't do it.
That 100% happens. I used to clamp up a lot more, which is why like a lot of my videos are me by myself. I've obviously done some with my roommate, and I've done some at my office, right? And and that actually became easier because the first video that I filmed with my coworkers, it actually took off, and it got like 2.5 million views, right? And now they all are like.
I remember that one.
It was the one. It was like when the song like when that was huge, and so I did that, and I was like, what happens when a TikTok song comes on in the middle of a meeting, right? And so like I did that, and it was just me like freaking out, and so like, and all my coworkers were like acting and like reacting to it, being like, what is this guy doing? And so like that took off. And so now anytime I go into the office, they're like, so we're gonna film another TikTok video? Or like, what's going on? Or we haven't filmed one in a while. Like,
hey man, hey.
I'm like, if you, because I've never filmed one with my own audio with my coworkers, because like the ones I film with my own audio, like my mirror ones, I need to be by myself, because I do like 17 takes, and I'm like, this is dumb. What? No, why did I say it like that? No, I'm gonna say this one over again, and I talk out loud to myself. I'm like, no, I can't be around anybody. This is why I'm single. This is exactly why, because there's no way that like any woman would be like, why is he pointing his phone in the mirror talking to himself and putting it online for everybody to see? Why is he doing this?
Well, you'll be surprised, I mean, the perfect one will come along. I'm pretty sure. Now, when you said that you have to repeat yourself so many times, sometimes I get really mad at myself, because I'm like, why are you the way that you are? Like, why can't I just talk normal? Like, those are the hardest ones for me.
They are. I so understand that, because like I wish I could keep all of the outtakes, because I'll be like if the line is like, I'm gonna have a glass of water, I'll be like, I'll have shit. And I'll get like so mad, and then at the end of the day, I was like, why was I mad at myself? All I had to say was just hit delete and try it again.
And dude, I know it is so. And my husband say, like, if I have to do one like that it's on my own, I will repeat it like 500 times, and my husband will be like, just take a break. I get so mad. But man, I
sometimes
understand.
if I film a dance, one of the dance ones with like one of my coworkers or something, like they usually will get it like on the first try, and like I'll be like, can we try it again? Like, can we just try one more time? I didn't like the way my face looked in this one, so I just want to change my face. Can I change my face? Okay, I'll be right back in 2 minutes. Like, yeah.
Do wardrobe change real quick.
Oh my God, the
I
life
get you.
of a TikToker. People,
A
sometimes people don't
TikToker,
know.
wow.
People don't know. Like all that it like those of us that put out videos every day, they don't know like the stress that we put ourselves under to put out a dumb 15-second video.
It's incredible how the stress level is, I mean, is deep. It's deep, man.
Oh
People
my
don't
God.
understand. Yeah.
What are the things that you're most popular for on TikTok are your tiny hands?
I would
People
have to say, yeah, the tiny hands.
people love it. People love it a lot. How did that start? Like, how did that even like begin? And what is it like living a life with tiny hands?
Tiny hands. So I actually have them next to me right now.
Ooh, do they
So
make a cameo? Uh-oh. Oh, there they are.
there
Found
you
them.
go.
Ah!
So
That's all I needed. That's all I wanted.
that's
So
all.
the interview's
Okay.
over now. That's it. That's all I needed.
Yeah. See you later. No, well, the thing is, I don't know if you know Call Me Chris. I mean, you gotta know Call
Yes.
Me
Yeah, yeah,
Chris.
yeah, of
Yes,
course. Yeah,
she's
yeah. She's
amazing.
great.
I
She's
love
great.
her.
Mhm.
So I saw her tiny hands and I was like, this is hilarious. So I got some from Amazon and I'm like, I just wanted them to play with them, you know? And
Yeah.
even my husband was like playing with them, like
Mhm.
even my parents, like they were so funny. And then I was thinking about it, I'm like, why don't I do a couple videos with it? No lie, it was the second video that I did with the tiny hands that's the one that went viral and like
Yeah.
Charlie Puth duetted it and I was
Yeah.
like, this is crazy. So I was like, I really, because now you have like a certain of like pressure.
Yes.
Now that you have like,
Mhm.
oh, okay, I got to come up with content and all this.
Yes.
So I'm like, I'm just only gonna do a couple of tiny hand videos. Like this is, people are gonna get really tired of it. That's dumb, whatever.
Right.
Complete opposite.
Uh,
People are like, where are your tiny hands? But I mean, I can literally see the comment. Like, I can picture them saying it.
yeah.
Like, where are your tiny hands, man? Like, I thought you were gonna bust out the tiny hands. Where are
Right.
you? Your hands are normal? What? Like,
What is this? What's happening? I totally get that because I think at least every video that I post that doesn't have my roommate in it, like somebody will be like, "Did you get Gia to dance yet? Did you get Gia to dance yet?"
they're like expecting it. Like, hello,
Right.
no, we're waiting. My favorite video, my favorite videos of like that you put. You know which ones are my favorite ones.
Oh gosh, which one?
The smolder. It has to be the smolder.
Oh my God, it's so funny because I get like I'll put one of those up every now and then, and like with a couple friends of mine will text me and be like, "There it is. I knew it wasn't gone. There it is. I found it." Like that was my first. So the first video that ever went viral for me was me smoldering at the camera, and all I did was I said it was so dumb. I said one of Usher's songs was playing in the background, so it was very sensual, and I was staring at the camera and I was like, "You have 5 seconds to switch to the next TikTok. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, you stayed. You're like you're bad or something like so like creepy and dumb, right? But like that took off, and I was like, I hope they're not expecting this all the time because like that was weird. That was weird. That's not me.
But I think that's what makes it so, so funny and so unique because that's not you, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's, oh man.
Oh man.
Hilarious.
Whenever I want views,
Mm-hmm.
like I'll just smolder because I'll just smolder. But I'm proud of myself because I think I'm the one black guy on TikTok that has not taken off his shirt on TikTok. So go me. I think I win. I win TikTok.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, yeah. I don't. So I can't. I honestly cannot stand those TikTok videos with the guys that are like, like
just like really, casually lifting their shirt and just like showing off their 8-pack. Like
I can't do it.
I luckily don't see those videos anymore. I TikTok has learned enough of my like choices. Yeah, they know that I have zero interest.
I can't. Yeah. So but I like yours. Like when people are like intentionally like hey, you know, like I just like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. I love it. So question,
Yes.
has any like one reached out to you with those videos? Like, be like, oh, hey, so,
Yes. 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 100%. I think one day I should just compile DMs
and just read them.
and just read them and just because like honestly 99% of the time I just ignore them because like
Yeah,
I'm not, it's not me, like
I
I
can't.
don't need
Yeah,
that. I don't need that kind of attention, right?
yeah,
And but like sometimes people will just be like, marry me, and I'm like, okay, user 43784, you don't even have a profile picture, you have zero content on your page. Sure, yeah, why not? Screw it. It's
Your
2020.
username is, and your username is user night or
Yeah,
blah blah blah.
exactly. And you have, it's like one video of your dog running down the street with the song that isn't relevant to that video at all. So,
Oh my god!
so yeah, sure,
But
let's get
like,
married.
I know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I am flattered. Like it's always
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
because I've never had that kind of attention before, like
yeah.
ever in my life. Because I
No.
don't view myself that way.
Yeah, yeah,
And yeah, but sometimes
yeah.
I'll get like a DM, and I'm like, I mean, like what about, like, can we just do dinner first? Something like, you're just gonna skip right
Yeah.
to it? You're gonna skip right to it?
Well,
Nothing?
every.
Like not even a
Oh my
hello?
god!
Like, how are
Like,
you? How's your day
hey,
going?
yeah. Oh my goodness, that
Yeah,
is crazy.
yeah.
You know, I just it's. Oh,
There you go. You're back.
sorry,
No, you're
I was
fine.
getting
You're
a
good. You're good.
call. I'm on my phone,
Oh, you're
so
good. You're good.
sorry. But what was I gonna say? So yeah, like those are my favorite. Like I
Mhm.
Smolder, man. It makes my day. I'm like, there he
That's
goes.
so funny.
There he
Yep.
goes.
Yeah, I'll do one of those one. And here's the other thing that I love about you is that you, milady, you can sing. You're a singer. You can
Yeah,
bust out a little tune, a little
just a
sangy
little.
sang. Well, how have you sung your entire life?
Pretty much. That was
Yeah.
like my first love.
Yeah.
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 It was singing, you know, yeah. As since I was little, my mom, you remember those big old camcorders that you would have to
Yes.
like, yeah, okay.
Yes.
My mom's a trooper. I think that's why she's so strong. She's tiny, but she's strong. She would videotape me for hours, and I was
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 years old, just dancing and
Yeah.
singing. I've been like that, yeah, since my whole life. So yeah,
Yeah.
you
And
sing too, though.
I can do a little ditty every now and then. But like
We need
people
to,
do. That's probably the thing that I get the most of, to be honest. Because like they'll, like, especially the people that know that I can sing. And so like my friends that know that
Mhm.
I can sing, and like they'll go through my TikTok and they see that none of them are really of me singing, like maybe very few. And they're like, "Guy, put up some of you singing." And I'm like, I get nervous. I get nervous because TikTok can be brutal sometimes.
You know what? Man, you and I are like this because I
Uh-huh.
feel the same way when it
Mm.
comes to singing.
Yeah.
I I can put on a fake mustache and do Nacho Libre, but singing, like, yes,
Yeah.
oh my God, I 100% understand
It's
you.
just
That
different.
for me is
Yeah.
pressure.
It
Yeah,
is.
it
It's
is.
different because, like, here's the thing. I know I'm not a bad singer. I know that I can carry a tune. I
Mhm.
know that, like, you put me on a stage, I'll be fine. I'll sing a song that I'm
Yeah.
comfortable with. It'll be fine.
Mhm.
But like, I know I'm not like Mariah Carey, right? And like, I listen to some of these singers that are on TikTok, and I'm like, good Lord, you are fantastic.
Yes.
I'm like, I can't do that. I
No.
can't do that. So don't expect that.
All these riff challenges. Yeah. Like, I'm like,
Right. And they're like,
no.
and I'm sitting here and I'm like, and that's like,
Yeah.
that's
Like,
it.
how did that
Right.
note go?
Right.
Yes.
Right. I'm just like, I can't do that. So I don't even want to even put myself in that realm of like them expecting me to do something like that.
It's tough. Yeah. But you know what? I think also what has helped me is like a lot of people. Okay. So it's hard for me to not listen to people that I care mostly about. Like it's been kind of hard to be like, oh, well, you know, you sing pretty, but like, that's it, you know, so it's hard for me not to take that to heart at times, especially if they're really close, you know, if it's like family members. So I've always had that in my mind. So now that I see like a lot of my followers like, girl, you sing beautiful and blah, 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 you know, it just gives me, at the same time, like, I'm super humbled by it, but I'm like, you know what? I do sing pretty. Like, I'm good, you know? I ain't no Mariah Carey, just like you said. But, you know, so it has given me a little bit more of a confidence, especially when I do live. Sometimes like, oh, they're like, sing Selena, and I'm, you know, sing this, sing that. So I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. You know, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny to say that because I'll sing on my lives. Because on my TikTok lives, because I know that it's not being saved, and like the people in there are usually just like my vibers, so like they're mad chill. So like I'll sing, I'll play my guitar, I'll do whatever. But like it's very rare that I'll do it for a video that lives forever on the interwebs.
I know it takes me a lot.
It does, yeah. And one of the things that you put on your, I think you have this on your Instagram, and I think you might even have this on your TikTok profile as well. You say, anxiety makes me funny.
Yes.
Right. And I love that, because like anxiety is something like my entire adult life. I've struggled with my anxiety. Like it's just ridiculous how it used to be. Right. And being diagnosed with it, and just having to deal with that, and having to figure out ways that I can battle that on a daily basis. And I love people that address mental health in the stuff that they do, because it is like, this is a great supportive platform for that. Because like like some of the videos that I've put out that I've addressed, you know, my struggles, I come out feeling so much better, because like these people are just so supportive, and they want to uplift you, and they want to make you feel better, and they want you to be like, they want you to know that you are not alone. And I'm like, that's right, and you're not alone either, you know. So how has addressing these issues, you know, affected you and your life?
Well, man, tremendously, honestly. I started TikTok. Well, I would say I started TikTok in the beginning of the year, before like the pandemic. I started doing a couple videos here and there, and then I go to therapy. I mean, I love my therapist.
I do
you
as
know,
well.
So he, you know, said, why don't you continue to do it? Like, just keep doing it for yourself. So I started TikTok for myself, like for me, to kind of get me through those times. So I was like, what would be like something that I could, you know, let people know, like, this is me. Like, I like to be funny and like show who I really am, but at the same time, like, I'm just like everyone else. So I was like, anxiety makes me funny. Like, I literally laugh through my anxiety, you know? And then, you know, but now to help others is just an amazing, it's a journey for me that helps me, that helps others. Like, it's just kind of like this circle of just like, you know, just being supportive with each other. And it definitely helps me through my anxiety. And I can relate to you, like all my adult life, pretty much I've struggled with it. And on a daily basis, it's something that you work with daily. So I think for us, being that light and being positive is what keeps us going. You know, it's that, I would say, I can't think of a word, but yeah, it just keeps us going. You know, it kind of gives it that push to like, okay, I'm not giving up. I'm just going to keep moving forward.
If there's anybody that's listening right now that, you know, may be struggling with this, that may be looking at 2020, you know, and just getting so anxious and just feeling, you know, this crazy feeling every single day when they wake up or throughout their day, and it's a struggle for them. What would you say to them right now?
Take it one day at a time. I mean, anxiety is not our enemy because it's part of our nature. It's part of us. Everyone gets anxiety. Just some people need to kind of learn how to, sometimes it's harder, for others, but if you don't have, it's like this is not for me, for my therapist. Like I learned this and I remember this as much as I can. Or I try to remember it every day, but you can't have courage without fear, so it's like, it's not about stopping the anxiety, but just like, okay, embrace it, but in ways that will make you in control instead of the anxiety being in control. It's just, you gotta keep going and just know that the anxiety will be there. Just try to accept it, but at the same time be in control. Like you got this, so I try to, kind of stand by that. Like, okay, I got to do it. Like, just keep moving, keep pushing forward. Like, do it afraid. Just keep going. You're going to be fine. You got this.
Yeah. So what's next for you? So like all of this is you've reached this point, over 500,000 followers or, friends,
my friends.
Yeah. and we found out, this week that it's more likely than not, TikTok is not going to get banned. It's here for the long run. Thank goodness.
Back and forth thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. What's next for you? What do you want to kind of be the next step in your growth?
Well, right now I'm not working. So I would want to go back to work, kind of save up or maybe go back to school. But I want to continue to do this. Like I'm being kind of like this, have this platform on social media. And I do see myself still like what I want to do with my life is always help people. Like I'm a helper. So I want to do something like that. It's just still bring out content, whether if it's making people laugh or whether if it's bringing awareness, with mental health awareness or just continue to do that. So hopefully I will continue to do this and make some money.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm so happy that we got to sit together and just real quick the real quick story of how you and I met. So
it's the best.
Yeah, so a couple months, I guess it seems like it was like last year, but really it was like a couple months ago, I guess.
Let's go.
Time is a construct at this point.
I don't even know.
So I was interviewing my friend Candace, and who is a friend of yours.
Yes.
And so I was interviewing her for this podcast, and we were sitting and talking. And then at the end of the podcast, I forgot how it came up, but we were talking about like she was talking about like her friend group and people that she's messaging and stuff like that. And then she said your name, and I was like, "Wait, what?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, we just were in a like text thread or in a group chat or whatever." And I'm like, "Wait, you just talk to her like whenever you want?" Like, she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh my God, that's so cool. I love her. Like she's like her stuff pops up on my For You page. And like I'm like, oh, she's funny. Blah, blah, blah. That's really cool." And she's like, "Oh, I'll text her right now." And I was like, "Ooh, wait, what?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna text her right now. I mean, I'm gonna FaceTime her." And I was like,
whoa,
wait a second. Wait, what am I going to what? And she's like, yeah. And then so, like a couple seconds go by, and then she's like, "Hey, here she is." And I was like, hi. Hello, I'm a person. You're a person too. We're human beings having normal conversation. Hi.
It was the best. I swear, your reaction was so genuine that I was like, I'm like, he's really like, this is really happening. Like, this is no joke. I could see your face were like, and you were like trying to say stuff, and I was like, hi. And you're like,
I had no idea what to say because I was so like the more I think about it, the like more stalkerish this freaking seems. But like I wouldn't even follow you because I didn't like I would just go like your stuff would pop up on my page all the time, and then I would just
Yeah.
go and just like watch some stuff, and I'm like, oh, she's cool, and I'm like I wouldn't comment like nothing. I'm like I just don't want like I don't
You were in
seem
the
like a fangirl.
shadows.
Right. I'm like I don't want to seem like a fangirl. Like none of this stuff. And then I was like, hi, hello, hi, human,
This was so
hello,
quick.
human, fellow human, how are you?
You know, man, it was awesome to meet you. And then when I went onto your page, I was like, oh my gosh, he's gonna become my friend now. Like
It's like we're too late. We're friends. It's official. It's official. We're friends now.
I mean, it's official for sure. But you know, I understood you. I mean, I would do the same, like with people that like are really cool. So yeah, I'd
and it's just I'm just so thankful because I don't know if I would have crossed paths with any of these people that I'm like friends with now. That like I look at them, I'm like, oh, that's my friend. I've never met this person before in real life, but that's my friend.
That's my friend. Yeah.
And I don't. It's so great, and that's why I love TikTok because like I've met so many like people that like one of whom I went to go. I've crossed the country to go visit. I went to Colorado and I've been to Arizona to go visit
That's
TikTok
so
friends.
awesome.
Like
yes.
it's like that is just so cool in the middle of a pandemic. Might I?
In the middle, I know. I mean, TikTok makes it happen, man.
It makes it happen.
Yeah,
Absolutely, and I'm so and I have no regrets, and I'm so blessed, and I'm so thankful to meet them. So thankful to meet you and to sit and chat with you. Thank you so much for sitting with me and to
thank you for having me
on my little podcast.
I'm legit now.
Yeah, it's official.
Yeah,
You're getting what we call the Kyrus bump. So now when you wake up tomorrow morning, 1 million followers. You're welcome. By the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's gonna happen. Yeah.
Don't let it go to your head. Don't let it go to your head.
Never. What are you talking about?
if people want to follow you and get more you, where can they go?
So TikTok, they can go to Instagram, YouTube. I have 2 videos, but I know that I need to upload more. But I hit my 100 subscribers, so I'm like, yay!
Hey.
So now I can really like, but yeah, so Estefania Saavedra is the handle for all of them: Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok.
Yes, and I'm gonna put that up in the description of in the show notes of this podcast. I'll also put it down below underneath of us. So go follow her. Let's get her to 1 million. That's gonna be my life goal now, is to get her to 1 million, because you get to see you get to see them. You get to see that. You can see that because it's funny.
And my bling bling nails.
Look at that. I saw it, and I'm like, they are blinged out. They are blinged out. I love it. So go follow her, and if you want, you can also while you're at it, you can follow me. Follow me on my favorite social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The Vibe with Kai. You can also follow me on TikTok and on Snapchat at Kyrus Keenan. And you can visit my website, thevibewithkai.com, where I'm always posting blogs and videos and things that'll help you do good, feel good, be good, and live a good life full of good vibes. My friend, thank you so much for sitting with me. I love you.
Thank you. You're my friend.
Yes, everybody else have a wonderful day. God bless and good vibes.